This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what you need to know today. Armenia's top diplomat has called Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev's remarks earlier this month describing large swaths of Armenia, including Yerevan, as historic Azerbaijani lands, a setback in ongoing peace efforts. Armenia and Azerbaijan must recognize each other's territorial integrity without ambiguity and without formulations that leave room for interpretation, Ararat Mirzoyan told reporters today in Yerevan. There was no immediate reaction from Baku. The European Union's foreign policy chief has warned Azerbaijan of serious consequences for any future incursions into Armenia. Aliyev's latest territorial claims are very concerning, Joseph Borrell told reporters yesterday, also referring to Aliyev's remarks describing large swaths of Armenia as historic Azerbaijani lands. Any violation of Armenia's territorial integrity will be unacceptable and will have severe consequences for our relations with Azerbaijan, Borrell added, after talks with Europe's top diplomats at their monthly meeting in Brussels. In response, a spokesperson for Azerbaijan's foreign ministry today accused Borrell of having double standards and a pro-Armenian bias. It is not the first time Borrell has warned Azerbaijan of repercussions for his actions in the region. Immediately after Azerbaijan took control of Nagorno-Karabakh last September, Borrell issued a statement warning of a strong response by the EU. In recent years, the EU has taken on a substantially more active role in the region, including by deploying unarmed observers last year along Armenia's side of its undelimited border with Azerbaijan. The United States remains committed to mediating peace talks between Armenia and Azerbaijan, a State Department spokesperson has indicated. This is something that we're going to work very hard to get across the finish line, Vedant Patel told reporters in Washington yesterday, even while acknowledging the United States does not have any scheduling updates to offer as of now. The remarks came less than a week after Russia's top diplomat said Azerbaijan had privately expressed its willingness to continue negotiations in Moscow. Since the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war, Europe and America have together coordinated one track of Armenia-Azerbaijan negotiations, while Russia has overseen a separate track. So far, neither has made any discernible progress toward a peace deal. Two community leaders in the Armenian diaspora who were barred from entering Armenia 2 years ago in the first such cases in decades have had their bans lifted after suing. An appeals court in Armenia yesterday ordered the country's intelligence body to remove Murad Papazian of France and Massis Abrahamyan of the Netherlands from its blacklist of foreign nationals. Both Papazian and Abrahamyan are senior members of the Armenian Revolutionary Federation, a pan-Armenian political party widely known as the Dashnaktsutyun. Since the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war, Dashnaktsutyun members have been at the forefront of on-again, off-again protests aimed at forcing Pashinyan to resign. Several prominent Dashnaktsutyun leaders from the diaspora were prohibited from traveling to Armenia in the 1990s, but the bans on Papazian and Abrahamyan marked the first such cases in decades. You can also check out the latest video report from our Nagorno-Karabakh team, reflecting on their experiences over the last year, from living and working under Azerbaijani blockade to being forcibly displaced from the only homes they had ever known. Before the collapse of Nagorno-Karabakh last September, we were the only outside news organization with a field office in the region, providing real-time on-the-ground coverage of developments there. The full video with English subtitles is up now on our website and YouTube channel. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 393. That's the number of drug busts made by the authorities in Armenia last year, according to the latest figures made available today by the country's customs body. That represents a year-on-year increase of nearly 12%. And as always, please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.